Queen Elizabeth II of Britain recently passed away in Scotland. As Prince Charles takes the throne and Prince William receives new titles, the pressing question of what will happen to Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle remains. What's next for them? How will the royals relate? And are Harry and Meghan in trouble of being excluded from the royals altogether? In today's video, we will look at the relationship between the couple and the royal family, from the kind of life they have now, how they are surviving, to how they might resolve their issues. During the final years of the Queen's reign, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex thrust the royal family into one of the most trying times in contemporary royal history. The Windsors are currently in disarray due to the Megxit affair, the conflict between Harry and his brother, the Duke of Cambridge, allegations of racism against an unidentified royal, and claims that the institution neglected to assist Meghan. The Sussexes attempted to honor the Queen at all times publicly. They even named their daughter Lilibet after her, as it had been her family nickname since infancy. Moreover, Harry mentioned his admiration for his grandmother during their contentious interview with US talk show host Oprah Winfrey. On their first engagement together, she said that the Queen gave her some wonderful pearl earrings and a necklace that matched, and she shared a blanket with her in a car. But while the family was still grieving Philip's passing, Harry seemed to imply that his father, the Prince of Wales, the Queen, and the Duke of Edinburgh had failed as parents. The Queen, who disliked conflict, did not reveal any personal sentiments in front of others while having a strong attachment to her grandson. The Duke was devastated when the Queen, a stickler for tradition, also deprived them of their illustrious royal patronages and Harry of his military titles. The Sussexes were accused of being racist and failing to assist Meghan when she needed it, and the Queen responded by saying that some recollections may vary and that the Sussexes will always be much loved family members. Now you might be wondering, what does the Queen's passing imply for the Sussexes' potential future ties to and position with the royal family? Although the Duke has moved up from 6th to 5th in line to the throne, his titles have not altered, and he is still too far down the line of succession to ever be expected to be king. Harry and Meghan's titles have also remained the same. Archie and Lily Sussex are now Prince and Princess since they are the grandchildren of the king. However, it is unknown if they will use the titles, as they were not born with such rights. Harry and Meghan are left with Charles as king and leader of the family after the passing of the Queen, while William is promoted to the crucial position of heir presumptive. While Harry and Meghan seem to have spent time cultivating their connection with the Queen, Charles and William have been a major source of contention. Having only spent a small period of time with his father while in the UK, he avoided being asked if he missed Charles and William. He also claimed that his father had stopped returning his calls before their Megxit announcement. Harry publicly revealed their disagreement in 2019 by telling an ITV documentary team that they were on separate paths and had good and terrible days. He continued by telling Oprah that although he loved his brother, their connection was space at the moment, adding that he hoped that all would get better with time. And now, recently the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, were invited to Buckingham Palace for Queen Elizabeth II's burial. The palace later modified the invitation on Thursday to specify that only working royals would be permitted. Given that Harry and Meghan left their royal responsibilities in 2020 and relocated to Southern California to launch a media company, this seemed to rule them out. As of Friday night, they were still unsure of their attendance status. A representative of Buckingham Palace declined to comment on the original invitation, but acknowledged that only working royals were invited to the dinner. That suggested that the pair didn't receive an invitation. Despite a week in which the royals officially put on a unified front in the wake of the monarch's death, the uncertainty over the invitations exposes ongoing conflicts in the royal family. When he and his brother, Prince William, the heir to the throne, greeted well-wishers outside Windsor Castle a few days earlier, royal observers on both sides of the Atlantic went into overdrive, wondering what the body language implied about family dynamics. Prince Harry and Meghan have recently been prominently featured on royal family occasions. The prince was subsequently spotted wiping away a tear as the Queen's coffin was carried from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall on Wednesday. The prince walked behind the Queen's coffin together with the rest of the family and his father, the new king. During the public appearance, the two brothers didn't speak much. According to a source aware of the situation, Prince Harry and Meghan were given 30 minutes warning to prepare for the walkabout. However, some palace insiders dispute this claim. According to some royal observers, not everything has been resolved. There will undoubtedly be fresh conflicts as Harry and Meghan launch Archewell, the media firm they formed after resigning from their royal responsibilities. A future memoir by the prince is also in development. According to palace sources, Prince Harry was informed that he couldn't walk behind the Queen's coffin while wearing his military uniform since he isn't a working royal. But later, King Charles permitted Prince Harry to wear his uniform at a brief vigil the Queen's grandchildren held on Saturday. Archie and Lilibet, the children of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, were rumored to receive the titles of Prince and Princess from King Charles. They also rumor that they will be listed as Master Archie Mountbatten Windsor and Miss Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor on the official website's line of succession. The king's spokesperson declined to comment on the current family dynamics of whether the two children will be given the HRH, which stands for His or Her Royal Highness. After leaving their royal duties, Prince Harry and Meghan had decided to refrain from using the HRH titles. When American actress Meghan Markle joined the House of Windsor in 2018, it was viewed as a chance for the monarchy to continue the modernization effort that had started after Princess Diana's passing in 1997. But according to sources, things started to go south after the couple's treatment by the British tabloid press, and Miss Markle grew frustrated with the restrictions of royal life. In a shocking move, the Sussexes informed the palace in 2020 that they would resign from their royal responsibilities to pursue financial independence and carve out a progressive new position within the institution. After difficult talks, they were stripped of royal patronages and honorary military titles, and the palace designated them non-working royals. When the Sussexes claimed that a member of the royal family had questioned how dark their newborn child would be in an interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021,
concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
Relations between the two families deteriorated. The family member's identity was not disclosed. The palace released a statement expressing worry about the racial concerns brought up. While some accounts may differ, the family took them extremely seriously and addressed them privately. Archie, Meghan, and Harry will always be cherished family members. A few days later, Prince William informed the reporter that the royal family is very much not a racist family. There will likely be more contentious situations in the future, such as Harry's memoir, which he has referred to as a personal account of his life that's true and entirely truthful. The book has palace officials on edge because they anticipate a media frenzy similar to the one that erupted when the Sussexes spoke with Mrs. Winfrey. On the other hand, Meghan's new podcast, Archetypes, which debuted at the top of the Spotify rankings, served as the focal point of that publicity campaign. Meghan announced that she would halt the publication of new episodes while she grieved. According to sources, several shows and movies are currently in development at Netflix Incorporation, where the couple recently agreed to a production deal worth an estimated $100 million. One of these projects is a documentary on the Invictus Games, which Prince Harry has previously supported. At least a few such TV series and motion pictures will debut in the upcoming year. Rumors have been circulating in Hollywood that the couple's programming may become more intimate and resemble a reality-style series that would provide behind-the-scenes information on their post-royal existence. The pair might turn the camera on themselves at some point, but any such show would avoid reality-style theatrics. Let's say, regardless on their situation within the palace, they still have promising projects they are tackling, and even with their royal standing up in the air, their future looks bright. Anyway, what will the relationship between Prince Harry, Meghan, and the family be like in the near future? Do you think Prince Harry will make his way back to the family to assist his father, or will Southern California and the bright lights of Hollywood be his future? Only time will tell. See you next time.